Hi, my name's Lee. I'm from jawphysio.com.au. A lot of my clients ask me how they should start to meditate, and the one that's most transformative and I find the easiest and progresses you the quickest is called single pointedness, and that's where you concentrate on one object for the time that you have your eyes closed. The objects that help you the most is either a little tea light, if you just get a little tea light candle and light it and look at the flame for 5 minutes, and then in a couple of days of just sitting there and looking at the flame for 5 minutes, you'll be able to close your eyes and hold the picture of a candle flame with your eyes closed and be able to retain that image in your mind. Or you can use a rose. So you again look at that rose for 5 minutes, and every day with time you'll be able to close your eyes and see that rose. And the image does transform from day to day. You'll find that you'll have a different meditation, and everyone wanders off in their thoughts. So you might be sat there holding that image of the candle flame or the rose, and then you might think, oh, I've got to hang out the washing. Come back to the candle flame. And then you might think, oh, I've got to do the shopping list. Come back to the candle flame. And if you can, the best time to do it is just after you've woken up. And if you can wake up a little bit earlier, close to sunrise, your meditation is a lot better. You hold your concentration better, and you've got less thought processes going on, less things you have to discipline yourself by saying stop, come back to the image. So every morning, as early as you can, wake up, choose a place in your house or in the garden and make it the same place every day that you go to. Don't do it in your bedroom because your brain associates sleep with your bedroom, and you'll find over time that place becomes more and more comfortable, more and more enjoyment, and there's better concentration in that area because you're building up that feeling of peace and discipline and routine. So make sure it's in an area that's quiet and that is just your place, and you either leave a cushion there. And as time goes by, your brain will try and sabotage you and say, I don't have time for 5 minutes. Everyone has 5 minutes. So you just go, oh, I'm not going to meditate. I'm just going to sit on the cushion or sit on the chair and just sit there. And you'll find when you go to sit down, it actually feels so nice to be in that place, and your body starts to calm down to this new routine that you will enjoy just closing your eyes for a few breaths. And that's another way to get your focus, is to start to do some deep breaths before you hold the image. And you'll find within a month, you'll be building up to 10, 15 minutes quite naturally. And obviously, if it feels good, stay there for longer. Some days you will be irritable and fractious and you won't be able to stay for so long. But we find this one, the single pointedness, gets you disciplined and allows you to transform your mind into better thought processes and to be controlling yourself to now and not always wandering off into the what if this happens, what if that happens. This technique is the better one at holding you in the here and now. And the whole point of meditation is not just to sit and meditate, but that feeling of relaxed and the emptiness and the letting go and the space between the cells of your thoughts. You need to hold that as your day goes by. So if you can, when you start to get irritable in the car, when you just want to honk the horn and tell someone to get out the way, go, no, where's my candle flame? Where can I see that in my mind's eye? Can I replicate that feeling? And yes, you can. And the more times you use that as a tool, the more peaceful, the more disciplined, and as we know, discipline equals love, the better you'll get at mindfulness, instead of fracturing off into, why is this person doing that to me? Why is this happening to me? Why? That victim mentality that gets you nowhere but aggression and anger and sadness and depression and anxiety. And what we want is to think of more thoughts of love, self-assurance, self-acceptance, and self-love. And that single pointed technique really gets you there. Whereas most of the other techniques are all about analytical, listening to sleep stories or letting your thoughts go through your head, as a lot of the psychologists think, are all fine at relaxing, but they don't create a disciplined mind and take you away from that fractured, adolescent, poor mind thoughts that we allow with most people in their everyday life. I really think you'll find this